Hey, welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review Falltoberfest 2024.
Why are there not more people talking about Falltoberfest? It's the beer bonanza you can't miss. Welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer Review's Falltoberfest special. We're here to sip, savor, and sometimes spit all the best brews this season has to offer. From rich ales to Marzens, Festbiers, pumpkin ales, and many more, we've got your taste buds covered. So grab a pint, sit back, and let's toast to good times and great beers. Cheers.
That's right, everybody. Cheers. Spitter Swallow Beer Review Shagdog. I'm doing Weihenstephaner or Weihenstephan. I don't know how to Weihenstephaner. If you know how to pronounce it, let me know. I know the W's are like V's in German, but anyhow, it's the Festbier by them. I wish I could find the actual Marzen by them. I think they have one, I believe. But this is the Festbier or Wiesenbier. I might pronounce that second part wrong. It's 5.8% ABV by Brewer or Bayerische Staatsbrauerei Weihenstephan Brewery. Yeah. Anywho, 5.8. Yeah, it gets a 85 beer advocate, full rich body, hoppy, seasonal lager, especially brewed for the Festbier season. Or Oktoberfest. I like to say Oktoberfest for Fest beers. This truly represents the Bavarian way of celebrating deep gold color, great mouthfeel, and lots of flavor. Prost. So there we go. Let's dig in. All right. Let's get the bottle cap open. Maybe I won't drop this bottle cap. So all you cat pervs can see it. I want to see this one too, though, because I can't. It looks like I'm not sure what the hell it is. Someday I'll wear my glasses. Not sure if that's going to zoom in. I'm not sure if that's a castle or what the hell it is. I can't tell. Probably the same thing that's on the label. Oh yeah, it's just kind of smaller until they have the color in it. It's like a lion or griffin, two griffins holding the banner and all that kind of stuff. So. Would you see a little bit better at the top there? Yeah, a fest beer. I remember me and Jammer back, years ago when we didn't know too much about beers. We knew a little bit of that, but we were getting these fest beers. But some of the fest beers actually said Oktoberfest fest beer, which we're thinking same thing as a Marzen, So we're getting these fest beers and they're like golden color. I'm like, man, that's the worst Oktoberfest. I think it's the same style, but it's unbeknownst to us, it was a different style. It's a Festbier, also called in German a Wiesenbier, I think it's pronounced. I can't really, because I don't want to be confused. It almost sounds like their wheat beer, Weiss, but it's a Wiesen, I believe they pronounce this one. All right, anywho. If I'm wrong, don't quote me on that. Oh, that sounds good. That was just gurgling. I love it when you pour a bottle and it gurgles. It's like reverse drowning, It's like that's the beer way of saying this is what a human sounds like when they're drowning, but it's me not drowning, getting the liquids out of the bottle. I'm trying to be a scholar, so give me a holler. All right. Yeah, look at that. Golden. Nice little head on there. Almost a 2-finger head. About a finger and a half, maybe. Depending if you got lady fingers or not. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, and it's what I hate and like about the fest beers, it almost has like a Hell's lager mixed with a Pilsner kind of flair to it going on. You get a little light breadiness, floral hop or grassy note, yeasty. They made these back in the 90s. I forget what brewer in Germany came out with them, but they're basically made them because Marzens are kind of heavy Oktoberfest. So they made these be lighter so you could pound more, basically buy more, really. And I pounded some Marzens before. Me and Jammer used to go to Mr. Dunderbox. I think the one day I drank like 5 liters one time, or 4.5. I couldn't finish the 5th liter. But that was the most Marzens I ever drank, actually. Usually I would drink 2, maybe 3. But that was 4.5 that day. I was going for a record. But these supposedly are, and I think it's true, but to me they're not more drinkable because to me some of these are so strong with that certain hop they use or whatever. It gives me a little bit of a gag reflex. There's certain hops or yeastiness. It doesn't, my little dangler back there, the uvula, doesn't agree with. But anyhow, let's drink this one. I think this one agrees with me. Prost. That's a good one. But like I said, that light hop they have in there, the light yeasty, whatever it is, I could drink it now, but if I drink a bunch of these, I get that just, I don't know if it's the yeasty or type of yeast they use in it or hop. I don't know what it is. But it tastes pretty good, though. That's a good fest beer there. And I don't know if Hacker Shore makes a fest beer or Spaten. I haven't even seen Spaten in a long time. I forgot who bought them out. Paul Lanner or one of them bought Spaten out years ago, and I haven't seen a Spaten down here in the South since like 2017 or something. They could be. Let me check. If I studied my history more, I might know that one. Let me check though, see if they have it on. They might have the information on Beer Advocate. Usually on the bottle they tell you the year, but I know Jammer had one the other day. It was like 1480 something, but I'm not sure what. I think the oldest brewery is like the year 10 something there, I think, right? I don't know. I could be mistaken. Weihenstephaner. Doesn't say on Beer Advocate. See if I can Google it. Google Weihenstephaner Brewery, year they established. I just spoke broken English, but anyhow. Let me just spell it different since I can't speak English or German. You guys probably could Google that faster than I can. This is the one, 1040. It came out. 1040 beer brewing officially began at Weihenstephaner. I don't know if that's in the books or in the history or what, but yeah, it says 1040. 1040, wow. That's like, yeah, I think we mentioned that before when we read that before. I was like, man, that's before the Normandy invasion by William the Conqueror, which was what, 1099? Oh, cool. Keller beer. I can't remember if I had their Keller beer or not. $10.40, but you figured they'd have that on their bottle, but I don't know. Maybe they can't do that because maybe there was no contractual type thing. But even though it's in their history as 1040, maybe because the copyright or what do you call that when you're established as a business. Up there, see 1040. Man. Use that 1040 or 10.4, big buddy. maybe the truckers originally like, man, what can we use for a code for beer? Well, the oldest brewery was at 1040. So let's use 1040 or 104 for short. That's a good idea. 104, 104. See, I'm just making my own history up. Looks like I'm lagging a little bit. Hopefully we're back now. Hopefully you heard all that. Friggin' computer. My computer and my internet is like a double whammy. Yeah, I got to get a better computer for sure. And a better internet. Yeah, not bad. I'm still not I'm more of a Marzen fan than the Festbiers. But this is a pretty good one. It's probably definitely in my top 10. I don't know where to place it really, but for what it is, I'll give it a. I always like to use the word before I give my grade. But I'll give it a 80, a B, A minus. A minus, but a swallow. You can't give it a swallow and a quarter of a swaff. It's a straight up swallow, but an A minus. Maybe I'm just in a good mood this morning. I wish I could drink more, but I got to get to work tonight, so it's bedtime, and I don't even know if I should do one more. I was just going to do a drinking and thinking video. And actually, yeah, not even a drinking and thinking. I was going to do some rock reviews and awesome brews, our new little playlist. We've only done a couple of videos like that. We're still teetering on our musical knowledge and skills because it's kind of hard when you try and think back to the 80s. Not really think back, but talk about it off your top of your head, yeah. Unplanned, live, it's really hard. I think we probably should plan those videos, but I'm like, hell with it. Let's just do them live and top of your head. Like I did the top albums of 83 one time. Jennifer did an album review of Huey Lewis Sports. I did an album review of Rats 1999 self-titled LP. And then there's one other one, which I can't remember what it was. But anyhow, yeah, so I might do one of those. We'll see. It's getting kind of late, though. We're going to have to pound this one down. Downtown, pound town. Yeah, pound town. Downtown. Pound town, right? Pound town can be used in different ways, though, so I don't want to use that word. Yeah, Jeff G, thanks for watching. Nate was watching earlier. Yeah, pretty good one. Have you ever had that one? I've had most of their beers that they have. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. A lot of liquor stores when I lived in Florida and here in South Carolina have, not all liquor stores, but a couple of liquor stores pretty much have their whole lineup, about not their whole lineup, but 6 or 7 beers by these guys. Yeah, Hacker Shore. I got an Oktoberfest Hacker Shore. Probably going to save that with Jammer. I'm almost out of Oktoberfest beers, so I might have to go on another beer run next week. I bought like 31 beers, but only about 14 of them were Oktoberfest, I think. And I'm down to I think I got like 7 Oktoberfest. Yeah, I think so. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, about 16 or 18 of them were Oktoberfest. Marzens or Festbiers, whatever. They just had to make it difficult and come out with another. Well, it's really funny though, is some Festbiers, I think maybe some beer companies who had their Oktoberfest beer, Marzens, before the Fest beer started coming out in the mid 90s, I think is when, I think it's Paul Lander came out with it. I can't remember. But some Marzen beers were actually, the beer company called it, whatever the name of the beer is, Festbier Marzen. Festbier. And now they actually have a Festbier style. But these older companies that it's still called a Festbier, even though it's a Marzen. We did one the other day. I can't remember which one it was, but cheers, Nate. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if people can see your stuff, but that are in chat, but figure I'd pop it up on the screen to give you guys props. Yeah, I might do that one more video. It's going to be not an album review, a year in review, my top 10 for a certain year. So you guys might not like that because my style of taste in music varies. Even though I'm more of a hair band type guy, early 80s, I was all over the place. What's this? Oh. Man, I got these people on Instagram that are, beer people or whatever, but I think they don't review beers. They're just like, hey, beer couple New Jersey, and they just show a picture of the beer they're drinking somewhere in New Jersey or wherever they're traveling. But it's like constant. I'm like, they drink every day. Wow. Props to them. But I get about 3 or 4 notifications every day. I'm like, holy crap. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Shagdog Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Should be back on in a few minutes with a rocket review and awesome brews edition. We'll see how that goes. I wanted to do this one with Jammer, but I can't wait on him forever. So we got to keep the channel going, or the playlist. Got to grow it. I should have done another YouTube channel for that, actually, but I'm like, what the hell? I probably would have done good if I made a YouTube channel, call that Rocket Reviews and Awesome Brews. Someone's going to steal it now. But anyhow, that's okay. We'll just do it as a playlist on this channel. If I can remember, because when you do live, I have to go back in and edit it later to put it in a playlist. That's the only thing I hate about doing live videos. You can't tag it. You got to go back in it later to tag it. I mean, I could do some, hashtag stuff in the description, but that's all I can do, really. So I wonder if I could, in the description, on YouTube, you could do chapters, and you just put 00.00, whatever the time, intro, and then I could just put 10 seconds, Shagdog and Jammer, just guess, Shagdog and Jammer drinking beer. 5 minutes, Shagdog and Jammer still drinking beer. 15 minutes, Shagdog still hasn't given a score. Oh, well. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Rock on, y'all. And Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Happy Oktoberfest. And pumpkins. I'm trying to save my pumpkins till October, but we'll see if I get that far. See you on the next one.